Alright, so I got this thing hooked up now. This is my SCART-to-JAMMA adapter that I got in the mail. It was originally created by Viletim on the Shmups forums. He's making a newer version of this at some point. He's been talking about it for a while, but there's no news on it, so I went ahead and bought this one used from someone. But basically, it plugs into the JAMMA harness right here, and then you plug in your SCART video and audio source into one of these. This one is for UK SCART, and this one is for Japanese SCART, and these are two audio plugs which are actually running over here to my receiver, which is plugged into these big speakers, so I can have good stereo sound. And then basically you plug a console into that. You can wire controls directly to your arcade machine, but you have to hack a gamepad. I've got one set up for the 360, but I decided that I'd rather play older systems using this board, because I think they look a lot better on the monitor. But 360 does look pretty good though, using that. So I'll probably do something like with that eventually, so I can play like Street Fighter 4 online, things like that. But anyway, I've got my RGB modified PC Engine Duo RX right here. I've got the SCART cable already attached to the back here. Just plugs into the regular slot. I bought this off eBay from a guy in Japan. I forgot what his name is. It's something like Doidence or something along those lines, but he's always got several RGB modified PC engines for sale, and I originally had a converter to convert SCART to the component video that American TVs use, and the converter that I got is really crappy, so the colors were really washed out and didn't look right. And I found out recently that converter box is probably the issue, and it tends to apparently wash colors out no matter what the source is. And so this was the only SCART source I had for the longest time, so I wasn't able to test anything else out. But on here it looks amazing, so I'm going to go ahead and plug this up and show you what it looks like and play some Salamander, also known as Life Force. So basically I just take this SCART cable and I plug it into the correct slot. Okay, that's in. You've also got a contrast and volume knob here, and then down here there's actually a little pot you can turn with a screwdriver that adjusts the brightness. When I adjust the brightness with the PC engine attached, it's either basically completely black or it's clear, so there's nowhere in between. I'm assuming that the signal from the source has an effect on that. So anyway, we'll just load up Salamander now. So I actually bought this one when I was in Japan. I've got a few PC Engine games. My favorites are Salamander, Super Dodgeball, and Mr. Heli. Also Street Fighter's pretty good. So anyhow, now we turn on the arcade machine, and then we put power to the PC Engine, which, let me set the camera up first so you can see what I'm looking at. And it should come up. See if I can zoom in a little bit. No. That would be on my other camera. The audio does actually come out through the speakers that are connected to the JAMMA harness as well. I think it just converts if there's a stereo signal, it converts it all into one mono channel, since that's all JAMMA technically supports. And so it sounds pretty good whether or not you've got, big speakers attached or not. But I like all the extra bass and all that stuff, which, I don't think many people would argue with that. So I'll just go ahead and bring the camera up closer and see if you can see how nice of a picture this is. Of course it looks a bit overbright on here, but it's really an awesome picture to have an old console on. Looks much, much better than using the composite video that I'm used to. So anyhow, I'll go ahead and finish this level before I close out the video. And I'm probably going to show a few other PC Engine games that I like that I don't think many people think about when they think of PC Engine, such as Mr. Heli. That's always a really close call. But anyhow, that's Salamander. Really, really awesome game if you've got a PC Engine that I think you should pick up if you don't already have it.